Hi, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. So glad to have you here. Okay, so this is a tarot card reading channel where I offer general card readings, money and career readings, love readings, and for a limited time, personal readings. For the personal readings, you can see more information in the description box below. For the extended, for the money and career and love readings, you'll have to consider becoming a Patreon member, which really does help the growth and development of the channel. There's a lot of things I plan to offer you, and with your support, we can get there. When it comes to the YouTube channel, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and please leave comments. I would love to know if the readings are helping you. Okay, thank you for being here once more, and let's get into your reading. Hi Capricorn, I hope you're doing well. This is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. I've actually already shuffled everything, but I'm just going to give it a quick shuffle again. So this is your general card reading, which will have, of course, the extended. So Capricorn, the time frame for this reading is June. Sorry, July. I'm still in June. Oh my gosh. The time frame for this reading is July the 21st to August the 15th of 2025. Capricorn, I know the intro has said it. I'm sure the outro message will also say it. But I'm encouraging you to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, and please leave comments. I would love to know if the readings are helping you. And I also have a Patreon page. That is one great way to help support the growth and development of the channel. There's a key membership tier there and also a Lotus membership tier there. The key membership tier is a very good way to support the channel. It also gets all the general messages as well as the general aspects of the money and career readings and the love readings. But to see the extended of the money and career and love readings, you will have to consider becoming a Lotus member on my Patreon page. Okay, I think that's about it. And now we're going to get into your reading. This is a general card reading for Capricorn for the time frame of July the 21st to August the 15th of 2025. Let's see what's happening, Capricorn. Okay, Queen of Swords. Capricorn, I almost feel like your last general reading had a certain essence of this. You're very focused, very determined, very serious. For this time frame of this reading, it seems that interesting. It seems like something might have irritated you, really caught your eye. Someone or an entity or a circumstance did not agree with you. I'll say it like that. I see you having a certain level of a cold, daggerish stare. Very serious. So you're no nonsense for the time frame of the reading, or at least in this particular row. You just need to get straight to the point. What's the issue? And create a solution. You have a determining factor in you. You will know exactly what to say, and you'll know the truth of the matter. So nothing is going to be hidden from you. There may be some people around that may try to confuse the situation, but ultimately you will know the truth and you will speak your mind. Okay, and this is going to be a very strong statement that you're going to make. So whether this might be in business, this could be in a relationship, this could be in a family or friends dynamic, something kind of rubbed you the wrong way, and you need to, or you will, I'll say it like that, you will. I don't even sense like there's a question about this. You will set certain things straight because you can't move forward, or you refuse to move forward with something not being settled or resolved. Further clarification, see, Five of Cups. You have learned from your history of certain aspects to like not allow things to repeat itself, but at the same time you are also ready and willing to let certain things like go. You're not going to be labor over it if it can't, if certain parties or a situation refuses to fix it or to come towards an amicable arrangement. You're just going to take your 2 cups right here and you're going to go on your way. You're just going to continue your life on and just let whoever be, let them be. You're not about to slow down your progress in life or allow someone to take away all that you've worked for or all of the aspect of the upliftment and joy in your life that you've been cultivating, that you've been working towards. So it's almost like you're giving this person or this situation or this business engagement, or even if it's a co-worker or if it's a kind of like what do you call it, a patronage or clients or something, whatever you're involved in, a collaborative team, whatever situation is. If it's not resolved, you're not going to like cry about it. You'll say your piece, and if something can happen, you're just going to continue focusing on you, and you're going to move on very uprightly. I'll say it like that, very diplomatically. Further clarification. Yeah, the hangman. See? Do you see this, Capricorn? The hangman. Like, you're up to negotiate. You're up to look at things in a certain way. Let's find a middle ground. Let's figure it out. Okay? Is what you are open towards. But if the other party or the other situations aren't mature enough to come to the table to discuss in truth and in fairness, you're just going to focus on your cups right there, and you're just going to move on. Okay? You're willing to open up the door and let's see if we can come to an amiable arrangement. Okay? So there may be some discussions to be had for the benefit of everyone who is involved, okay, to move forward in a capacity. But you are not afraid, and you're not afraid to, cut ties if you need to. So there's something to make you aware of. You may be in a debate of sorts or having to deal with some issue, and this is how more than likely you're going to take it, and the advice that's given towards the situation. And clearly the advice is, even though you know the truth of the matter, you are probably more so right in this matter, or it may not even be a right or wrong situation. It could be an external factor that has affected everyone involved, and you see certain things to go in a certain way for the best result, whereby there could be an opposition that says, no, maybe we should do it this way. So you might be involved in trying to solve a matter. But if you're not comfortable with the matter, or if you feel like certain people are trying to capitalize on a situation that will make an unfair environment, you're not going to allow that, okay? And you're going to speak your truth, and you're going to move on if this cannot be resolved fairly. Okay, that's the advice that's happening here. Open for negotiation, yes, while still keeping your integrity. Okay, further insight into that, and we have sudden wealth. Excellent. Look at this. So the talk or the situation could be involving a very abundant move. Maybe it's an investment. Maybe it's I hear for some of you a loan that is approved to be used towards X, Y, and Z. Could be used towards business in a certain way, or coming together as a partnership of sorts, or perhaps some of you, this could be even family oriented, where an inheritance or something like that comes in, and you're having kind of disputes with a loved one or a relative, whatever, and how to use this this sudden financial gain, this inheritance or whatever, and if you can't come together with putting, like, the family pulling their abundance together, you'll just take your portion and then you'll just move on your way. Okay, it's something like that. So the discussion is definitely involved. It could be and the business has gone, like for example, for some of you, the business or the corporation that you may be working for, or if it is your business with partners or whatever have you, it's going so well that you may want to do certain things with the finances, whereby maybe to save it, maybe to further invest it, maybe just not to spend anything just yet or something. Yeah, it depends on what you want to do, and the other party or the other people who might be involved may have a different idea for it. So it's like that. So ultimately, you're going to make the decision that is best for you, and you're willing to come to a compromise. But if the compromise is not reasonable and fair, you're just going to take your part more than likely and make arrangements. Some of you might have to make arrangements to further advance your independence. Some of you will have the luxury just to cut ties and move on, but you'll know how it resonates for you. Okay. Further, let's see what else is happening. Yeah, see the Seven of Swords. My goodness. Capricorn, the Seven of Swords. This is literally what I just finished saying. The Seven of Swords is you leaving behind a situation, whether it's, like I said, the family dynamic of a decision. And when I say family dynamic, it doesn't necessarily mean cut off your family or whatever, even though that, I don't know how everybody's family is, but it could just be in that situation, you're parting ways. It doesn't mean like you're breaking the family dynamic, okay? But when it comes to business or a partnership or something like that, or even leaving an entity and moving on to start your own thing, because now you have the ability to, because of the sudden wealth, okay? And some of you, that could be it right there as well, whereby you yourself come into sudden wealth, and you're leaving an environment and they're trying to make you stay, and then you're saying to them, well, if in order for me to stay, certain things have to change, but if it doesn't work out, you're going on and you're taking your sudden wealth with you, because you can now afford to, so wherever it fits for you. But the seven, is this recording? Okay, good. Oh, I got scared. The Seven of Swords is you leaving the situation, whereby you actually give to whoever you're leaving, the person, the company, the whatever, what's due to them, and you're taking your talent, your resources, your intelligence, your everything that's owed to you and what is yours, and you're moving on. And the Seven of Swords is not always quiet. It's not always a quiet leaving, okay? Sometimes it can be a little bit rough, okay? Further clarification, thank you, universe. Yeah, see, 10 of Wands. You're done with it. You're laying down the burdens. It's like you finished your contract, okay? For some people right over here, you finish your contract. So, that's another thing. Some of you with a sudden wealth, that could be retirement, or it could be like you're just literally quitting and you want your severance package or something like that. That could be for some of you, but it's like the 10 of Wands. You're laying down your burdens. You've gained all the experience that you could. It's time for you to move on with your life, okay? 10 of Wands, you're done with a situation, okay? Especially if you can't find an agreement of sorts. Further clarification. Yeah, King of Swords. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is you entering into your crown is what's coming through. Okay, that's one part of it. Another part is someone, and before I say that part, I'll say the first part. With the Queen of Swords there, and then you come to this whole understanding, and then you transition into the King of Swords. Now you're going to invest into your personal kingdom, your personal lifestyle, your personal life. You're going to involve yourself with those people you want to involve yourself with. You may be even more independent in this way, speaking to what needs to be done, and your company, your staff, or your new partnerships of sorts are getting it done. This is definitely for some of you whereby when you've left the situation, you are very much more empowered. The sudden wealth, the experience, what is owed to you, what is yours, you're going to use it in such a way where you build your own kingdom now. You further establish your dreams now, instead of cultivating someone else's, or being a part or partially cultivating your dreams while further assisting other people in their dreams. This is you really focusing on yourself. And in some of you, this is you leaving one establishment because you're offered more money from someone else, or more opportunity, or more benefits, or a better partnership with a King of Swords who complements the Queen of Swords energy. You see that? You'll know how it resonates with you, but that's what's happening. You're leaving a situation, especially if it does not work out for the best, and you're going to something better. Okay? You're making the best choice for your life, for your peace, for your sanity, for your joy, and for your pocketbook. Let's see further clarification, further insight on that. And we have, family room. I just told you, peace. You want peace. You want peace. You want harmony. You want cooperation. You wanted to feel like home, and where you were at, or the situation might have not been that way. But in this area, you get that sound mind, that this is definitely who I need to be partnering with. For some of you with the King of Swords, or the entity, or some of you it's like, I'm so glad I'm independent now. I am the master of my world, and I can forge and build my own life and dreams, and wake up when I want to, take a break when I want to, work when I want to, and really establish my world. Okay, and being free to further expand and advance in other more prominent people who really get you. Okay. Absolutely incredible, Capricorn. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, especially after this right here. After you make this decision, whatever it is you work through in here, it made all the difference, even more so. Okay, you get more business coming to your way, more freedom coming to your way with the Wheel of Fortune, more favor when it comes to your creations, your talents, your experience, your networking, your social life. This is just everything turning over. Since you've made the decision, after you go through whatever's happening here with your life, it turns your life around to an even higher standard, and it's higher standard that's relative for what you wanted, for the direction that you wanted to go in your life. You were dealing with certain aspects with life in general, and slowly making your way, but there's a launching off here that gets you even further moving on that path that really resonates for you. Okay, and you will have a lot more joy and experience that you may have not necessarily had you stayed on this that course from before. Okay, so whatever happened here, it clearly had to happen. For like a few of you, you might still be in there because you were able to work it out. And then there's a shift in mindsets that happens in here with you having more control or more say. Okay, that's just what's coming through. Or more say in the situation, becoming the King of Swords, being the strategizer, the planner. Your voice has more command and delegation. Okay, that's for some of you who decided to stay in this because of the negotiations that came about, and you were at peace with it and allowed you more say and freedom and power in the situation. Okay, you may have been removing certain people from the fray and everything, and changing things up. That's definitely for like a handful of you, but the majority of you, if this didn't work out and you had to leave, this is what's happening. Okay, even though this is happening, even if you stayed in, so you'll know where you fit in that. Okay, because if you did stay, and things were worked out, you create the more harmonious environment. Okay, which brings more stability to the organization or the family group or whatever the situation is for you, and more freedom, more benefits, all those kind of things that's growing up and being cultivated. Okay, making it feel like a part of like home, in the way of like the life you want to live and move in that direction. You see. So that's the vibe that I'm getting there. So you'll know where you fit with you. If you were the ones who stayed and you worked it out, or if you're the ones who decided to leave and this is what's happening. Okay. Further clarification. Yeah. See, Eight of Cups. For those of you who decided to leave, okay, and again, for those of you who decided to stay, just kind of reverse it in the way of your perception, whereby the Eight of Cups, if you decide to leave, it's made all the difference. You don't need to dwell on these cups of false promises, false hopes. People say they're going to change or really hear you out or something like that. You're moving on to better days. Or for some of you who decide to stay, for example, this is you looking at all of the cups or the people or the changes that you've made never to return. Your voice held weight to just cut them out, cut the things, the policies, the procedures, certain things that were not working out and never going back. Moving forward, almost like you're leaving from someplace or you made changes in someplace that was more traditional and you brought it up to more modern and you're moving forward and you're looking towards the future. Okay? Wow, that is just two major groups that's happening here with Capricorn. However, I sense the group that decided to shift and leave is a little bit bigger than the group that decided to stay. But this is general reading. You'll know where it fits with you. But that's what's happening. Further clarification. Thank you, universe. Yeah, see? Eight of Wands, a lot of action, a lot of movement, a lot of communication. There's absolute creativity, absolute momentum, absolute building up of growth, dealing with many people, just really advancing and flourishing and moving forward. You're not staying still. The organization, the family, whatever you decided upon to really move forward in, wherever you fit in this, it's moving rapidly in a very prominent way. Okay? And you're very excited about it. Everybody who's involved is going to be very excited about it. And they're going to be putting their best foot forward. Okay? Notoriety is going to be also further elevated in this as well. Okay? So rest assured that, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, what had to happen here or what took place here, and it's a lot. Okay? Ultimately, it's going to move you forward into a much more grander design, very much closer to certain what I'm hearing is notable accomplishments or notable junctures that you had planned or foreseen in your life to go. Okay? So let's see further insight onto this. And we have, courthouse. There you go. There you go. The new legalities, the new processes of doing things and getting things done and all this kind of stuff, determining factors and really putting those policies, those new understands, agreements, varying new people, stuff like that, really moving forward. You could be moving forward with a family business now or your own business now, depending where you fall into this, or further elevating in the company or the collaboration that's what's happening here with the courthouse, really getting your just dues, okay, and really putting your essence into this product or into this service or whatever this is. You are a pivotal part of its success and you are known for that, okay? And it's really setting up like an anchor of success in your life, okay? It's getting the things done in black and white, okay? As in the ink drying on the paper and everything. It's official, okay? That you're a part of like the direction that you would rather. It goes back to what I said, whereby you're not just necessarily building your dream as well as having to be a part of someone else's dreams and certain, but no, this is fully facilitating a major prominent personal dream of yours in the best possible way. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, the Hierophant. You're going to be called on to have because of their prominence in this whole situation, you're going to be called on as one of those people with a lot of experience, hence the 10 of Wands over here, a lot of wisdom, okay, and a lot of intelligence in which to speak to varying people or varying potential partnerships or collaborations, varying strategies to get things done. And remember what I told you, the ink signing on the paper and the dotted line? The Hierophant deals with that. These courthouse, these legalities, these established rules, understandings, determinants, how we're going to go about certain things for the best possible result for everyone involved. Okay? There is a lot of success in this. I sense it's like family business, family dynamic, or it's a relational dynamic that turns into a power couple of sorts, or dealing with this expansion in business or your state in a company that you're working for, or even in your own business. It's really hitting the mark and growing in a lot of, I said, notoriety. It's like the foundation is so firm and you're so entrenched in the best possible way. it's really secure, and you're really, really happy about it because it's not just talk. You see, it is enshrined, is what's happening here. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, see, Six of Pentacles. You get to be a part of just every single iota and matter, where the investments go, how much to spend, how much to hold back, who is determining of what we're investing into, who's involved, being a part of like all the structures, all the stabilities, all the talents, all of the wow, you must have had a major promotion, or you really went on to your own path and your own business, or this negotiation that you previously did. This is a major factor that you're involved in. You are a cornerstone of whatever this is, of building things up. It really establishes those visions that you have for yourself, and you're getting so much like grander experience from this. You are involved in the big deals. You're involved in the big says. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is just incredible. Further clarification. Yeah, see the star card. My gosh. Capricorn, you are just winning. The star card is like, and that's why I got all of that huge weight of energy. The star card is literally bringing your dreams into reality. Some of you didn't even, like, to get to this place where you'll be headed, just because you have to go get through a couple of hucklebuckles right here, but you will get through it. It's gonna really establish those dreams that you had for yourself. You're gonna wonder if this is even real. Okay, the star card, you're gonna be fully rejuvenated, fully empowered. It's very clear from what's happening here. Okay, you're gonna be living the dream. I'm just gonna say it. You're gonna be living the dream. You're going to be very excited, very, very busy, but it's a really exciting, really happy type of busyness because you are one of the prominent factors of gaining the success, of building something great, something that you're proud to be a part of. This is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible, Capricorn. This is, wow, I'm so happy for you. Further insight into that, and we have, yeah, judication. You see all this core stuff? Judication, you are a part of the main voice of judgment, as it were, in this business or in this family dynamic, and it like, again, it's like it feels like the universe is just repeating and further saying how much responsibility, how much weight you will have in the success of what's going on. Okay, that's how much influence you're going to have in building not just your dreams, but involved in all of the circumstances therein, in whatever this is for you. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely incredible. Incredible. So, Capricorn, we're going to go quickly now into the extended for the general card reading. The extended for like the money and career, I literally, and the love readings, I literally do each pillar. But for the general card reading, I'm just going to do the in-between, just to meet further insights just quickly because I'm still dealing with technological issues. But you will have, of course, this insight here and also the angel messages as well and clarifications. But I don't have to go quickly, but I just want to remind you, please, with the YouTube, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. When my YouTube gets to like over 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to open a membership page, and then I can offer even, things like I do on my Patreon. And please leave comments. I would like to know if the reading is helping you. And again, one of the best ways to help support the channel is by becoming a Patreon member. So I hope you do consider. Okay, thank you, and let's get on with your reading. And we have here, yeah, the Six of Swords, and it makes absolutely no surprise to us, right? Capricorn, I'm just giving you the meat. I just have to quickly go in this, but it's over these two pillars right here. And what do we say on this pillar, especially right here? Okay, just rewind back and see what was said. But the Six of Swords, this is someone who's leaving turbulent waters. Okay, you're leaving those turbulent waters behind, and you're moving on to calmer waters, more uplifting waters that makes more sense to you. Okay, you're giving to whoever, over here when we had the Seven of Swords, somewhere around there. Okay, you were giving to who was owed whatever. But in this one right here, and this is definitely for some of you with the Six of Swords, you're leaving calmly. You've said your piece, and I'm glad this came out like that. Oh yeah, the seven of swords is right here, where some of you it could be a bit rough with the leaving, but some of you it's going to be like very simple. You said your piece, you couldn't get an agreement, and you're just like, here's my letter of resignation, I'm moving on. Or if it's a family dynamic, whatever, say, okay, you can do what you want to do, I'm going to do what I want to do, and we'll carry on, you know? So you're leaving these turbulent waters behind to something better, okay? And that's what that betterness is happening over here as well. Further clarification, yeah, see, Five of Swords, you've went through too much. Okay? Five of Swords is winning the battle, and you want to win the war. Okay? You've won the battle, you've learned what you need to learn, you've gained experience, and some of you, like I said in the other parts of the reading, whereby over here it could be like retirement or getting a severance or something like that, like leaving a situation, like you've done all that you feel that is needed, and you need to now focus on you. So you've won a particular battle, okay, sudden wealth, and you're moving on to really cultivating your peace and your joy, your happiness, since over here, okay? Further clarification, thank you, universe. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune again. Wheel of Fortune here, Wheel of Fortune again, especially right here. Making the decision that is right for you. And because you make this decision, and right now at this point I'm just reiterating, because you made the decision and trusting in yourself, okay, focusing on your peace, your joy, your happiness. If there can be an agreement, that's great. If there's not, that's also great, because you can still move on. Okay? And it makes the whole thing, like your whole life, turn in the best possible way. 180 degrees from something that was a bit challenging or annoying in certain respects. Okay? Further insight into that, we have, yeah, message. That message could be about the sudden wealth that came in that needed to be negotiated. That message could be that over here, remember over here where you might have been offered a better opportunity or something like that, or you're giving your message on and it wasn't taken. You'll know how it resonates with you. But there's going to be a solution. There's going to be an understanding. Okay, so expect that, especially with your decision, but there's going to be a message that further helps you make that determining factor. It could be that offer. So let's see what's happening in this row. Yeah, right here. Look at that. Right here. In these two rows, revive back, see what was said. But the Ace of Pentacles, this is the universe investing further into you, acknowledging your work, your efforts. Okay, what you put in, the universe is complementing to an extensive degree. Okay, social understanding, great security, great financial abundance that's growing and building and nurturing. Absolutely incredible. Right here. This is the open door to that next abundant, business-oriented, family stability-oriented, like just life-oriented stability in fortitude and longevity. This is what you wanted. This is what's being established right here. Okay, further clarification. Look, the Hierophant. You have the Hierophant over here, the Hierophant here, especially going through the courts and all the kind of stuff over here. It could be a winning battle, legal case or something for some of you. But this is, and also the job offer or the new offer that was around here with the King of Swords, depending on the situation of you. This is someone offering you a better way, a better contract, a better collaboration. It's you standing on the dotted line, dealing with varying people. They're on your side. It comes to a harmonious agreement, and there's a lot of great investment and success and financial gain in that. Further clarification, thank you. Yeah, see, Knight of Pentacles. That's why I said now you have that stability. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is that stable ground, that stable footing. Every step gets better and better and better. Okay, your securities get better. Your mindset and just being calm and all is right with the world gets better. You can't be shooken. The ground, if it shakes or whatever, you will be stable on it. Do you see this? Absolutely incredible. I really need to hurry up, Capricorn. I do apologize. Insight, and we have official person. Yep, that's like that King of Swords right there, or you in a certain capacity. If you wanted to move forward and really become your own entity, you become the official person or the entity that's inviting you over to leave a certain situation or wherever you find it in. But this is a true and very sincere offer to really make you an official person, so that your word has weight, has say. You being a part of the fabric of the success of the design of the company or of whatever project this is. Okay, and we have here, yeah, Seven of Wands. Like I said, there's a lot of action here, a lot of making changes, updating things, a lot of movement, a lot of, you're going to hear a lot of things from different sides of people over here. You're going to have some people who are definitely on your side. You're going to take it all in, and you're going to make the best solution that you believe is best for everyone involved. Not just you, but everyone involved. You're looking at the fairness of it, and you have here, yep, you're going to let certain people go. That's just how it's going to be, okay? And you're going to do your best not to be kind of taken aback by certain emotions that may not you learn to separate business and personal. Okay, I'll say it like that. It's tough love in certain respects, but you have to do what's best for you and everyone else involved. Certain things need to be adjusted. Some people will not like how you're going to make certain changes, but it has to be made, and now you have weight to do it. Further clarification, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, because you see the longevity, you see the long haul. You're putting your hands on everything. You're checking the accounts, you're checking the services, you're checking the people who's involved here and there. You're in the middle of everything, getting everything sustained and for the long term of success. You're not in the small tokens of success or the short end. You're in the long, broad, like grand design, and you're going to be involved, and it's going to be very successful, very assured. You are part of this stability. Okay, you're being true to yourself because you know what's being a part of the whole decision making. You see a determinant factor that is best, and it's going to be appreciative, and it's going to show fruit of your decision making. And we have here change. I literally just finished saying that. Change. Some people are not going to be happy about the change you make, but it has to be made, and you see it that it has to be made. So let's get into your angel messages. I'm just going to give you an angel message for the three what do you call it? Oh, let's give you for the 4 pillars. I'm going to give you for the 4 pillars. Okay? So rewind back and see what was said. I really do have to hurry up. So sorry. It's the technology I'm working with. So the first pillar over here, and we have ask your angels. Definitely to get some guidance how you're going to negotiate what's happening there. Okay? Trust your wisdom. Reconsider. There's some reconsidering happening. Well, you already know that. It's a lot of talking and delegating and making a decision around here. So your first choice may need to be considered once more. I don't think you're going to go on your first choice. There's a lot of back and forth talking to make things happen. Communicate clearly, definitely with the legal stuff and the changes and all that kind of stuff that's happening here, especially the investment, you being officially on board in certain respects. Absolutely incredible. And we have here compromise. Yes, even with all the changes here, you may have to do some compromise, which is fine, but it's not going to deter the motion forward of that growth and that change. Okay? So anyway, Capricorn, I really do hope the reading was beneficial for you. Thank you for being here, and I wish you all the best. Bye.
Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice on which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. Yeah, I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.